Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Monday. Olwen Jennings here, channel for my spirit guides, intuitive coach and healer, coming in with your energies of the week beginning today, the 24th of October, until the 30th of October. I try to do this most Mondays to give you an idea of what the week ahead might feel like for you. It may well be that certain things happen and you wonder why, and if you've listened to this, then it might make sense because you are being affected by the overall energy that is surrounding you in the cosmos, if you like. So it's a little snapshot of what those energies are doing, how they may affect you. Some people are more affected than others, of course, by these things, and depending sometimes where the energies are aligned as to how affected you are. Okay, but it gives you a little snapshot and it gives you an idea of how to navigate what's coming up, basically. So there's a lot going on this week, in fact for the next 2 weeks, but we're mainly concentrating on this week. So what I want you to do is listen to this and then take on board what my guides are going to say and do what you can. Take their advice as much as possible and look after yourself and really feel into what your intuition, what your soul is trying to tell you. It's really time now to let go of those things that have been holding you back. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start channeling now. Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be here with you again this week. As Olwen has already mentioned, it is quite a powerful week, and that's a lot to do with the new moon eclipse, which is happening in the sign of Scorpio, and that's tomorrow, but you'll already be in the energy of it. Now, new moons always give you 2 weeks of opportunity to bring in the new, but when it's an eclipse, it's super powerful. Because it's in Scorpio, it's quite emotional. It's also asking you to go deep into your soul to really align with what it is you do wish to create, and finally let go of all of that that's holding you back. It's even asking you to look at your fears, all right? And remember that they are usually just thoughts you've created and not actually anything that's going to cause you harm. Often it's just your ego getting in the way. But this is going to be super highlighted over the next few days, all right? And because it's an eclipse, as we've said, it's kind of supercharged, but whatever you're aligning with is what you're going to create. So if you're aligning with those things that you don't really want, then you'll create them. And it may well be that the universe will step in and give you a nudge to get back on track if you are not. But for those of you that are on track, for those of you who are living from your heart and your intuition, this is a great time to really bring in and align with those things that you wish to see in your world. Because of this energy this week, you may feel emotional. You may have memories coming up from your past. You may even be having crazy dreams. And this is all to do with issues from your past that perhaps you haven't healed. So these energies are asking you to heal what it is you haven't quite healed yet. It's about alignment or realignment of your life. It's got a rebirth. Actually, it's got a death and a rebirth energy about it. We don't mean death in terms of the way you might think of it, but just things coming to an end and this very positive rebirth energy. But it is asking you to go deep. It is asking you to look into the dark parts of you, perhaps the darker parts that you don't want to look at. Because only when you do that can you bring awareness to them and release them, all right? Because you don't need them. You're stepping into the light, remember. there's also with this energy of perhaps negative thoughts coming up. And that, you know, if you are going through this kind of rebirth energy, then you are being, as we've already said, look at the parts of you, of your life that you wish to let go of, or parts of you that you wish to change. So it can perhaps bring about negative thoughts, but what we would suggest to you is that you just, you know, be aware of those negative thoughts, but let them go. Try and look at the positive. What are the negative thoughts trying to show you? Optimism is what's needed this week, because actually this is all good. This is about really tuning in to what you want so that you can be in flow in your life. Really looking at, and most of you will already be aware of this, really looking at what is holding you back. It's usually yourself, right? Humans are very good at getting in their own way. Okay, so just bear that in mind. What is triggering you, for example? Does it need to trigger you? If it's triggering you, then there's something going on for you which, again, hasn't been healed. But if you're doing all of that, and if you've already done the work, then this is just going to be an amazing week of opportunity and clarity and insight for you, so that you get the feeling and you get the knowing, the all-knowing intuition coming in and confirming what your next steps are and what you're here to do next. All right, so although sometimes it can feel a bit scary and it's not pleasant always, we know, to really dig deep, just look at it as an opportunity to take the weeds out of your garden, to clear the mess, to rebirth you on a more soul-led, in a more soul-led way. So we hope that makes sense. We would recommend using these new moon energies to help you. Some of you are already feeling it. Allow the emotions to flow. If you're feeling like that, is okay. It's also a great time to be tuning into your guides, your angels, because we're heading, you're heading towards November, 31st of October as well, Halloween or Saman, and November is a very spiritual month. So it's a very good time to be listening to your wisdom and the wisdom of your guides and your angels as well. All right, so we hope that helps you, and we do wish you a wonderful week of rebirth and regeneration. Sounds like Doctor Who, doesn't it? Regeneration. So it's really looking at this as you're releasing, you're letting go. And we know that's normally, I know that's normally what we talk about the full moon, but this is what's coming in for this new moon as well. So, and sometimes the other thing that came up when I was first tuning in before I came online was we can romanticize the past. I know I do this. I sometimes look back and go, oh, wasn't it great then? But actually, we need to be in the moment and we need to be moving forward, not stuck in the past, okay? And there's a lot going on in the collective, and we just need to almost let that go a little bit as well, and just focus on what we need, okay? That's not selfish. That's, if you're working with the light, by doing that, by bringing in more light to your darker corners, you're helping yourself be filled with more light, which means you're going to be more of a light in the world, which is only positive. Okay? So on that note, I really truly wish you a wonderful, wonderful week.